Well, hi everybody. Good Wednesday morning to meteorologist Travis Kleneski here after a bit of a stormy night for some of you in eastern Nebraska as the cold front came through. Things much quieter this morning, and in fact, the rain that's showing up on Futurecast isn't even there. We've dried things out. There are still a few clouds east of the Tri-Cities this morning with more clearing to the west as skies are clearing up. So we're going to see clearing skies here today, with just a small chance of severe weather and thunderstorm activity towards southeast Nebraska later this afternoon. It's not a very good chance, though, that we would see it. Then overnight tonight, pretty quiet conditions, although towards tomorrow morning we may start to see some developing lower clouds, especially the farther west you go. So we may start off with mostly cloudy skies, or at least partly cloudy skies tomorrow morning. Those low stratus clouds, part of some higher humidity that's going to start to move back in later on tonight and more so into tomorrow. Basically what happens tomorrow is east winds will kick in, and so this morning all of the humid weather and the warmer weather has been shoved to our east. Well, as those east winds develop, it comes back to our area tomorrow. So we see mostly sunny skies, a little more humidity, some heat out there, and then later in the afternoon hours and into the evening, thunderstorms developing out west and then pushing eastward with time during the evening and overnight hours. So there is going to be a severe weather chance with that. These will weaken as they push into central and especially eastern Nebraska, and they'll also become a little more hit or miss later in the nighttime hours as some of those kind of fizzle out. So the chances of rain do get lower after midnight tomorrow night. And that's kind of the weather pattern we're going to start to be in the coming days ahead, is these small hit or miss chances of rain and thunderstorms. Warm, humid days, mild, humid nights expected here. That's kind of what we're looking at in the extended forecast. All right. Now, I mentioned that small chance of severe weather later today. This is a pretty slim chance. Most models don't even have anything firing up. And in fact, I would not be surprised with the next update that comes out from the Storm Prediction Center if they decide to take out this marginal risk in southeast Nebraska. But at least for now, there is a marginal risk there for wind and hail. I don't think it's a very good chance. Now, tomorrow, a little bit better chance of seeing a little bit of isolated severe thunderstorm activity. Now, the one thing that I think might happen with the next update that comes out on this about 12:30 today, this might be extended a little farther south to include those locations right here. A marginal threat, again, large hail, damaging wind gusts for the western half of the state of Nebraska. And then Friday, still a small chance of some severe storms up north. Again, we're going to be in this weather pattern where you get these small hit or miss chances of strong to severe thunderstorms almost each and every day of the forecast. So as we look at your temperatures for today, topping out in the mid to upper 80s and lower 90s, very close to average for this time of the year. Our average high in Grand Island is 88, and our average high in Hastings is 87, and our average high in Kearney is 86, so we'll be maybe a degree above average there. So we're close to average later on today, but keep in mind the humidity is going to be a little bit lower today, so it won't be quite so uncomfortable out there. Lows down into the 60s to near 70 overnight tonight, so a mild night ahead of us. And then tomorrow, temperatures creeping up a little bit, upper 80s, lower to mid 90s for afternoon high temperatures. But not only are temperatures creeping up, that humidity starting to push back in. We're getting those dew points back into the 60s and lower 70s again. So we start to see the humidity return, and it's going to stick with us the rest of the long range forecast. A mild night ahead of us for tomorrow night. Friday, more of the same. Upper 80s, low to mid 90s, some humidity out there, small chance of rain and thunderstorms. And as you look at the long-range forecast, really you split this up, the 7-day part of the forecast, so you split it up. Today's one part of it, the next 6 days after that are a separate part of it. Those 6 days are all very similar, with small hit or miss chances of rain and thunderstorms, and highs in the upper 80s and lower 90s, lows down in the upper 60s. Now, one of the lowest chances of rain, besides today, one of the lowest chances of rain in the forecast is on Independence Day. It's not a very good chance. So I think most of us will get away scot-free with very little precipitation. But again, almost all these days here, these small chances, a few lucky folks get rain, maybe some unlucky severe weather. Most places will stay on the dry side. And then as you look long range, beyond Tuesday, we see that heat creep up a little bit more here. By Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week, hotter conditions. We're talking about mid to upper 90s, possibly hitting 100 degrees, and maybe even a better chance of staying on the drier side of things here. So that heat, that humidity, not going away. There are no big cool spells coming in anytime soon. No major rainmakers on the way anytime soon either. Whew, with that, I got a yawn coming out here. Whew. That's the way to end the forecast, right? With a big old yawn. It's not that boring, really, but again, there'll be plenty to talk about on the day-to-day side of things here. As you get closer to, you get a better feel for how the thunderstorm chances play out. But with that, I'm going to let you all go. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it this morning. I'll try to stay away from the yawning. It's just this time of the day. It gets me after a while here. That's what happens when you wake up at 2 in the morning. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you all later. God bless. Bye.